What's up?
Good evening, man. How are you doing, Grant?
So far, so good. I've got two little ones, two little crappie so far.
It is absolutely gorgeous out there, Grant, and I thank you for sharing the experience with us, getting us outdoors and getting some fresh air. And I'm excited to see some of these catches on camera here.
I hope so.
After you wailed on me last time when we had a little competition, I'm going to have to bring the thunder next time.
Yeah, I was hoping you could get out today, too.
Yeah, I'm going to. I didn't even think about it for today. I don't know why. I've got myself in this mindset on Tuesdays. Got to be at the house. I got to be in here ready for the live stream. And I'm never in that mindset of like, oh, I could go to the beach and do this.
Right. Well, it was actually Janet's idea. She said something about going fishing, and then she said, "Oh, well, you got live tonight." I was like, "Well, let's go fishing on the live."
And thank you, Janet, for doing that. You are awesome. Appreciate you getting us outdoors and sharing this. So I'll be commenting. I'm afraid John is not going to be here tonight. I'll be providing commentary. I'm expecting Grant and Janet to absolutely slay on this lake. And since I lost in the competition last time, we had a few weeks ago when we were doing this, I'm just going to sit here and harass Grant and provide my 2 cents on that whole endeavor. If anybody would like to join us, we are doing open panel tonight. There is a link at the top of the chat. You're welcome to hop on, come and hang out with us and have a good time.
Yeah. Conversate.
Yeah, come and enjoy yourself. So while you're doing that, I did finally manage to get a video out this month. I've been working on this one since the beginning of January. It was a labor of love because there were several days that were just driving me up a wall. I was having a really hard time fishing, and it was right in the middle of that whole phase where we went and did the live stream, and I had a hard time catching fish that day too. I did catch some, but it was on a live stream, not on camera. I've probably mentioned this a few times. I was not able to hold my own against Grant, but we did manage to get out there and get into some fish. And now I'm thinking, like, how am I going to do this on a live stream? And if we do that, I want to go for I want to do a contest to see who gets the most weight this time.
I like that. I might have to try to catfish. I don't know if you can see right there. There's a guy got 2 poles off the end of that dock trying to catfish. We've been here about 45 minutes and he hadn't had a bite.
I'm going to play with a new tool here. I'm going to see if this works. So let me know in the chat if you can see this or not. It's this dock right over here that he's talking about. Can y'all see that?
You might be able to on a computer.
I'm curious. So this is some new software that I'm playing with, and supposedly, no, okay, I'm not seeing it on the stream. Okay, how do I do that? Now I've got a new toy I'm going to be playing with here. We're going to try and figure this out.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica, how are you doing? I saw that you went live this weekend. I am so sorry that I missed that. I promise you it's not for lack of effort.
So a question for the chat, either live or in the replay. How long do you stay at one spot before you move to try to catch fish?
That's a good question. We'll let the chat decide if and when it's time for you to be moving on. Grant, you got a question. What bait and lure are you using right now?
I've got a minnow out under a bobber, about 3 foot, and then I've got a trout magnet, crappie magnet, underneath the bobber, about 2.5 foot, and that's what I've caught the 2 crappie on so far. It's the jig. And then Janet's caught 1 on a minnow.
What's up, Mark? Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, my friend.
Mark.
Monica, yeah. So if you are anybody checking this out after the fact, anybody who's in the chat, anything like that, if you want like a really chill afternoon Sunday live stream, art, and all that fun stuff, Monica Tia Moni Arts here. She has her channel. That's exactly what she does, and it is a wonderfully chill stream. I was bummed that I missed it this last Sunday. You want to get in on that, Monica? If you want to drop the link, go right ahead. And also, you've got your fishing channel that you're doing now. We would love to see that as well.
Everything else, Moni.
Monica says she casts from 9 to 3, like clockwise, in one area for at least 20 minutes before she moves. Man, you've got this thing laid out. So she would cast over from like your area over the direction of that dock all the way to the opposite side. And if she's not able to get anything for 20 minutes, then she moves on.
Gotcha. 20 minutes. All right. There's another spot. There's another spot about 5 pull-ins down the lake that I've had really good luck with. But Janet hasn't had much luck. That's probably where we'll move to.
Lonesome Not Eye is saying you got to hit the fish whistle, Grant.
That's it. What's up, Lonesome Not Eye? Good to see you.
Been enjoying the Third Coast, dude. Man, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm busting my ass on it. I'll tell you that. I'm working hard. I might not be like super skilled or talented or getting, great catches, but it's not for, not for lack of effort. Putting in the work.
Yeah, there's actually a sign when you come into the lake here that says no fish whistles allowed.
Does it really? Yeah, that needs to be a shirt. What do you think? Does the Outdoors Live crew need a no fish whistles allowed shirt? Is that something we should do? And yes, absolutely. Monica, she's going all in workhorse style. She has a fishing channel now. Everything else, Moni. Okay, cool. I like that channel name. Get in on it now. Lonesome Not Eye says, doggone it, I thought this was America.
Right.
Fish whistle. Mark J. Larson is asking, what is a fish whistle?
I'll tell you later.
Anybody watching this after the fact, if we are no longer live and you're jumping in to enjoy this fun fishing live stream with us, feel free to let everybody know in the comments down below. What is a fish whistle?
Fish on.
There we go.
It's a little red air. We call those. Goggle eye or red ear. I don't know. There's another name too.
Oh, I caught one. Oh, is that a warmouth?
Warmouth, yeah.
They're pretty.
He's got just the start of the red tip on his gill.
Yep.
Get bigger.
Go get good. Ben, cheers to that, sir. Tonight I am. Check this out. So I'm pulling you off for just a second here, Grant. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Cool.
So I have been playing with, and we'll probably see this on a video soon here because I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm confident enough to share it off. I am making my own wine. And we're gonna see. I think we've talked about that a couple of times in the past. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. We will see how that goes. Ben says he's asking again the bait. He might have missed it, or maybe I'm missing the comment on that. I don't know, but he's asking about the bait again.
Yeah, I've got a minnow under a bobber, and then I'm using a trout magnet brand crappie magnet.
There it is. That's the secret sauce right there. Monica says you need to blow the fish whistle, like too short. She says your warmouth was tiny cute. Cheers to that. If you have to ask, Matthew McConaughey would tell you you'd be a lot cooler if you had one. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know what a fish whistle is. I pulled up Mark's comment and I let him take the heat on that, figuring, you know, somebody will say it and then I can be on the inside loop, and nobody did. So now I'm like, I'm caught in a lurch. Mark, we're on the same page, man.
You can buy them at the dispensary.
Okay, I think I get it now. So it's a sex thing. I just wanted to see Grant laugh. That look on his face. Monica says she's got a little bit of a collection. Dude, Mark, it's not even funny. I went so hard into this. Like I made a little bit, and it was, I had no idea it was as easy as it was. I had no idea it was as fun as it was. And I went in hard. It like in November I started, and I think I made like 5 gallons. And I had such a blast. I was giving it out at Christmas, and I missed Thanksgiving. I didn't have it ready for then. So at Christmas, I was like, that was my gift. And then I went all in. I bought like, I don't even know. I bought like 50 bottles or something, like all the packaging stuff. I went and bought some filters. I went and I've made probably like 40 gallons since. And I'm not drinking it all. I'm handing it out as gifts, just having fun. But I've been having just a blast with it.
Making it out of grapes or grape juice or what?
Dude, you name it. Like I went so deep on this rabbit hole. Like I started with grape juice, and then I moved into apple, which Rachel, that's her favorite, is the apple. And then I did cranberry, and I did like a bunch of stuff. Like I'm making wine out of like dishwater at this point. Just anything I can get my hands on. What's up, Andrew? How are you doing, man? It's my guy. How are you doing? Appreciate you coming hanging out with us, sir. Monica, that's funny. All right, Ben says tonight's brown water pour is Eagle Rare 10-year, a Buffalo Trace product. You're doing better than me, Ben. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm enjoying my wine, but it's something. I have not absolutely perfected. It's not bad, but I hadn't perfected it yet, and I'm nowhere near like a 10-year whiskey. So, and Monica, thank you for sharing that. Yes, this is Andrew Can's channel. Andrew Can is one of the people that I turned to very early on when I started doing YouTube. I have learned a lot from this gentleman. I have had the privilege of being able to work with him on YouTube, and he knows his stuff. If you're looking for YouTube insight, information, strategy, all that fun stuff, his channel is a great place to go for that. Toilet wine, dude. This is Bathtub Brew. I'm talking about a little driveway distillery that I'm working on over here. This is a new one for me. Not gonna lie, like I'm figuring it out. But I went so hard into this. I went straight from when I was first making the wine. I don't think I'd even really tried it yet. I started making like the first 5 gallons that I did, and I was having so much fun just making it that I went straight into making rum. And I did my first batch of rum. That thing lasted one night. After we were done, it came out freaking awesome. And actually now in hindsight, I'm wondering why I don't have another batch that's fermenting like right now this minute. I've still got all this stuff. So yeah, I'm going full on, and I am going full on the toilet wine, like bathtub brew, driveway distillery. Bottles are all spray painted. That's my design aesthetic. Also, I got to say, I'm loving the can I get a hashtag Unabomber fishing?
I'm gonna be wishing I brought a coat by the end of this live stream. It's sun's starting to get down below the trees and it's cooling off quick.
Dude, that's awesome. I have this dream and this desire, and I'm working as hard as I can towards it. Despite the world seemingly seems like it's fighting against me at every junction, every turn of the way. And I know everybody's on the same page with that, but like I want my little ranchette, my little house, and I want it off grid. I want to be away from everybody. I want to grow my own food. I want to go catch my own, fish and do all that stuff. And part of that dream was always like, well, I don't know how to, I enjoy a glass of wine and I don't know how to make wine. I don't know how to do this for myself. And anytime there's something like that I don't know how to do for myself, I feel a little inferior. So that's when I started jumping into the wine. And after I made that, now my hang up is like, okay, I can make wine. I can make stuff. If I go off grid, if I'm living in my little, cult house thing, whatever, out of the way. Now my issue is I don't know how to, without ordering online, I don't know how to make my own yeast. I kind of know how to get some. I know they like to grow, it grows on the outside of pears and apples and stuff. But that's my hang up now. So I'm envious of that, Mark. Long story short, you got all your stuff at work. I don't like the idea that I don't have access to everything that I need right in front of me. Monica, let's go. Let's do this. Hey, speaking of which, if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome. I know people got dinner and stuff like that, but there is an open invitation in the top of the chat. Linked at the top of the chat. We've got the link. Well, anybody who wants to is welcome to join us. Yeah, so I'm in the same boat with that. I always got a lot of friends at bars and stuff like that. Not so much anymore, but I used to. I used to have that access. I don't anymore. Yeah, exactly. But yo, Stanley, I've been down here for about a month. Hopped a train from Beaumont to Robstown to escape the snow. Been all over Calallen, Corpus Aransas, now around Portland. Dude, yeah, you're definitely hitting up all my haunts. You are all over the place. You say you're also going to hop out north to San Antonio, Amarillo, and then Denver. Dude, you are all over the map. You are definitely in my haunts. I'm sorry that we missed each other on that. I will be spending some time at Peccary Channel or the nearby beaches in the next couple of days. I don't know. I'm sorry I can't give an exact day because my schedule and everything is just an absolute nightmare mess right now. But I can't give an exact thing on that. But if you're still around this area, I'll keep some tabs out. I'll put a post on my community tab when I get something set. Or email me, orchardstanley@gmail.com. It's easy. I'm happy to have a conversation about that. Yeah, I run away from. I'm not a fan. I can't do snow.
Oh, there's a good fish.
Oh, we're on. You're going full screen, buddy.
Come get the net, Janet. Please.
What's he got? Oh, Grant, you're going off camera. No.
It's a bass. It's a bass.
I'm so good with it.
Go? Where do I need to go? This way? This way.
Yeah, that way.
Sweet. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Grant, that is fucking awesome, dude.
He hit that jig. I thought that was I thought that was a 4-pound crappie. Gosh, dang it.
It's a nice bass.
Yeah, I got scales. Scales on the other side right here.
Yeah, I want to see the scale. I want to see that.
I'm in those zipper, honey.
Janet, Monica says hi. So do I.
I might be a 2-pounder. Let's see.
Chat's exploding, Grant. You did it. You got us a good one.
I'm trying to get it to switch from freaking pounds to kilograms, or from kilograms to pounds. I got it. Figure out how you do it. You tap it. There we go. All right, zeroed out.
That's it.
There we go. Oh, it's over 2.
Nice.
2 points. More than a pound, Grant. He will eat. What Lonesome Nut Eye says.
2.27.
Yes, sir.
They got to be 16 here. He might be 16. We don't want to eat a bass for supper, though, do we?
I mean, do you?
No. I don't know if he's... Yeah, he's probably 16.
Ah, it's so pretty. Dude, bass are just a gorgeous fish. I don't get to see them enough.
He hit that little jig. We're going to let him go.
Yep. Thank you, fish. Enjoyed that. Dude, Monica, I totally agree with you, man. Like, I am in that camp of, I will eat bass.
I'm in a...
Fish tacos, yes, sir.
I'm surprised we haven't caught more bass on minnows. Them bass usually freaking wear the minnows out.
Yeah.
Normie
life, dude. I tell you what, Normie life. I don't know about any of that. I appreciate that. I'd love Normie life. Stuff's rough. Like family stuff, everything is all good to go right now. Work stuff sucks, but whatever. We'll get into that sooner or later. I'll probably do an announcement thing on the channel, but I am in a different work situation than I was in just a couple of months ago. I do love them in the frying pan. Light breading and great seasoning. Yum. Man, I would have so much fun if we had a good bass thing here, which I just don't have access to. We just don't have that much bass stuff in my general vicinity. And I would go to town on recipes for bass. Like, I am sure there are some good ways of cooking them up. Rachel doesn't like them. She doesn't want to eat them. But I do.
Don't want to eat what?
Bass.
Oh. Yeah. I think deep fried in grease, breaded just like a crappie. Most of the time, if it's clean, it tastes like a crappie. It's similar to a crappie, but I've had bass that had kind of a twang to it.
Yeah, I have too. I've had them where they, like I ate one a while back on a video where we ate it out of a fish pond, and you could taste the muddy. He had that muddy flavor in his meat. It was still fine. And I'm going to end up making, more videos about that if I can ever get my hands on them. We just don't have that much access here.
Yeah, I thought that was a freaking monster crappie, dude.
That was exciting. I saw that rod bow over and I was like, oh, yeah, it's on.
Thought y'all were about to see me catch my PB crappie. I haven't caught a crappie over 2 pounds in several years.
Lonesome Not Eye says, shout out Grant. Stanley, I helped a dude move lumber in Aransas Pass for $130 a day after I walked across Redfish Bay. Absolutely beautiful country down here. Yeah, it is. It's, it's unique. It's different. This is not something that you normally get around here. It's kind of weird. It's a little, it's kind of like rough living at times, because it gets so hot and so flat and windy. So you're catching it at a great time of year. Now that having been said, I would trade you for anything in the world. $130 to move lumber, dude. I spent the weekend repairing a roof, and that sucked. That was not fun. Monica, thank you for that. I do kind of tend to agree with you. She says deep fried takes their flavor away. Are you on? Did you get one?
Little crappie.
There he is. Get him.
Almost big enough to eat.
I can appreciate the sportsman's release right into the chest.
Need to get bigger.
You're going in the right direction here. Yeah, Monica says it's a little cutie.
Hungry little thing.
Yeah, it was about a third his size. So, yeah, okay. So deep frying takes the flavor away. All the bass I eat is from ponds, and I don't taste any muddiness. So that's interesting. So down here, ponds are going to be different. Like our ponds are. I don't know if that makes a difference, but our ponds, I just feel like they're gross here. Like freshwater up north is just so much cleaner and prettier than what we have here. That having been said, I agree. I like frying fish. We don't do it too often, but man, I absolutely love fried, beer battered fried crappie, bluegills. Like that's a mainstay for me. You get another one?
No.
Yeah. But yeah, that having been said, I'm real picky about it. Like there's a lot of fish that I absolutely refuse to fry because I just I don't want the frying process I don't want that to take away from the flavor of the fish. You know, some of the species that we get that I'm fond of. You know, sheep's head. Like I don't like frying sheep's head. It's good eating.
Yeah, the last time I actually cooked fish, it was grilled.
Yeah, exactly.
There's fish.
Here we go. He's on.
Oh, man. Almost big enough. Almost. Close. Not quite big enough.
Keeping us in anticipation here. There you go. Yeah, you're working your way up. He's a pretty guy.
Not quite big enough. That's 4, so we've been live 28 minutes. Should I stay here or should I move? I don't know.
Chat, let us know.
What do you think?
Monica said stop dropping it.
That paper lip, it came right out. What do you think, Janet? Want to stay here or move?
Yeah, see, I don't got any rivers to even try that one out with. I wish I did, but I assume like some of the bass that we get up at the lakes in Wisconsin, like they taste way better than that bass that we got out of the pond. But then, I mean, we're states away, you know, that's 1,000 miles or whatever. So
yeah,
hard to say.
All right there.
Pan. Oh, okay. You prefer pan fried? See, I kind of prefer it grilled, or I like baked fish. Honestly, if you can get like good fish, you know that's good baked. I don't know. Like I've done baked bluegill, but I've never really put a lot of time and intention into it, and I kind of want to try that now. I love baked, you know, walleye and pike. They're all good. I'm good with those. What's up, Gunpoint? Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you joining us, man.
See, I'm not a complainer.
Yeah, I agree with you. He does. He's one good goatee shy of, or one good beard shy of being the unifisherman, the unibomber of fishermen. Let's see, Ben. Today I kept one whiting and one black drum, both around 15 inches. Fillets are in the fridge, and we'll make lunch for Dad on Thursday, dude. Whiting, I love whiting for one. I'm a big fan of whiting. Black drum, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of, but they're not bad. Like, I don't have them as like a bad tasting fish. I'm spoiled, I guess, more than anything. But I'll eat them. I'll eat, and I'll bake them too. I'll bake black drum. It's not one that I would fry it though. So that's in the category of fish that I would fry. Yeah, so the ponds that you fish are really healthy ponds. So that's the pond where we got our bass that we did our cooking thing from years ago now was embarrassing for one. We had an Airbnb with the family for like Thanksgiving or something. There was like all of our families all together. And my dad, brother, and I were all like one evening, we were just like, we want to go catch some fish, have some fun. I wanted to film a video, and enjoy the experience and stuff. So we went to this little golf course, and they had it was a golf course, but there was like 5 houses around the pond at the end of the. He's hung up. But so there's a pond at the end of the golf course, and we walked up to that pond at about this time of day, and we started doing some fishing, and my dad started catching a bunch of bass. This is great. Like, we're having a blast catching bass. We never get to do this. This is a different experience. It's fun. And my dad is like laying them all up on the bank. I'm on the other side of the pond, so I'm not really paying attention. I'm trying to catch footage and everything, but I'm not really paying attention to what he's doing to him. I go back over to him, having caught a few. I think I released them, and my dad's sitting there with a pile of these tiny little bass, like 1.5 pounders. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, we're catching fish. We're going to eat these for dinner. I'm like, dude, it's Thanksgiving. We have a turkey. We don't need bass. But they're all dead on the bank. So, by God, we're going to cook these guys up. And we did. We cooked them up. They were out of this little, I'm sure they were pets. I'm sure like they were the pets of the people who lived around that pond. But we went and cooked them up. They were great. Enjoyed them. But they were a little bit on the muddy side, being out of that Texas golf course pond. Long story short. Kind of a pond. Yeah, Rachel's back over here. She remembers it, and she's cussing my dad out behind my back. She said it was gross. We baked it. Like, I definitely would have preferred frying that guy if we were gonna, And yeah, Rachel says she doesn't eat bass because it's disgusting. That's not true, but she says it.
No, I don't. I eat white bass.
Oh, she'll eat white bass. Not black bass. She's racist.
Wow.
She's cussing me out back over here. Well deserved. Yeah, dude, I tell you what, man. Going up to Wisconsin and doing the fish fries that Rachel's family has turned me on to up there, walleye is freaking awesome. I am a huge fan.
Oh,
and
God.
it's awesome because this is something I was just turned on to just recently. The last couple of years. Bailey, how is it going? Good to see you. Lisa Elliott, hi there. Monica, appreciate you bringing in the friends. I've heard that a bunch, but on the Atlantic coast, I've never had worms in drum. Now, amberjack, I've thrown a third of a 20 plus PB fish off of the dock. That's an interesting one. Jacks, for one, just in general, I see a lot of them. Specifically, not amberjack. I've never come across worms in an amberjack. Not to say they're not there. I just hadn't had it. But the Jack Crevalle, those things, it's a coin flip whether or not those guys are going to be completely infested with worms or not. Not that I encourage eating Jack Crevalle, but every now and then I do. And they have worms. Now, the black drum that we have down here, they have a tendency of getting up into the mud flats, and they like to roll around in the mud or something. I don't know what it is. But again, it's a coin flip with black drum as to whether or not those guys are going to have worms. I've never seen them inundated like Jack Crevalle. But it's like a coin flip, and it doesn't matter if he's a 50-inch black drum or a 15-inch. it's just a 50-50 shot as to whether or not he's going to have some kind of worms on him. That's been my experience. And they're not bad. You can eat them. I'm not suggesting that you do, but they're not going to hurt anything. You're not going to get worms from it. Hey, Sevy.
Yeah, there's a few ponds around here that have the worms, the little white tic-tac looking worms.
You see those in bass, or what do you see them in?
Yeah. Yeah, if they're in there, they're in all the fish, the bass, the crappie, all of them.
Bailey, we appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Is this? I'm gonna assume this is Bailey from the Discord server with the that did the massive photo dump earlier. Be prepared to talk about that. Just FYI, we're gonna be getting into the photos from the server in about 10 minutes. Awesome. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man. You came on for a good one, Grant. We had a contest a couple weeks ago during spring break where Grant and I were both fishing live, and Grant blew me out of the water. So today I refuse. I'm not going to lower my lower my standards to competing with Grant again and losing.
I caught more size this time.
Yeah,
well,
you did. Earlier we were talking about, so like last time, like he beat me. What was it? Like
fish on.
Here we go.
Same little crappie again.
There we go. You're getting bigger, dude. You're getting them up there.
Not quite big enough. Not quite big enough.
Still getting them though.
What, 3 crappie?
So when we were doing this a couple weeks ago, Grant beat me like 5-3, 8-5, something like that. I don't know what it was. He beat me at numbers. So this, I said, you know what? If we're gonna do this again, I want to go for pounds. I want to see who can pull the most weight. And then the first thing he does is he goes and pulls that 2-pound bass. And I'm like, dang it, he's gonna beat me on weight. If I went out and got a bunch of whiting, he'd be beating me on weight too. Get out of here, Monica. You go. Where are you? Where are you fishing, Monica? You need to get out there. Get on doing a fishing live stream. It's hard. It's harder than it looks. Aeon, pleasure to see you, sir. Thank you for coming and joining us, man. It's not the same without you here. Gunpoint saying you just threw back a mounter.
Mouther. He might have been 6 ounces.
I'm gonna have to get myself a scale. I don't have one. I've only got the like the one for luggage. I don't think I can use that for this. If we're having to count like little 10-ounce whiting, I don't think that scale is going to work for it.
If we're going for weight, I'll have to bass or catfish.
Oh yeah. Like you're talking about doing that. I'm going to have to. I'm not messing around. I'm putting baits out for stingray, stingray and hardheads.
That's not good to you?
I don't know. You need to just set the hook and keep it tight. I think you just. I don't know. He just lost one.
Lonesome Not Eye says that Janet's the one who's really catching him. She's just handing you the rod.
No, not today.
Gunpoint says, I need a new scale. The clip on mine broke, so the only way I've been able to measure fish is I got a clip that I can put in the net and weigh that. Oh, that sucks. I've never weighed fish. This is a new one to me. Like, I've never once put a fish on a scale.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to have to figure that one out and just, I guess we're doing it. Let's do it.
Yeah, if you're gonna compete by weight. You got to have a way to verify the weight.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna have to get my hands on one.
I guess we'll just stay here until the end of the stream. We're already 20 till now.
Yeah, keep it going. You're getting fish. Monica's got a scale. I don't have a scale. I've been fishing for 40 years. I don't have a scale. To be fair, I never even used to take pictures of fish. That was just not something my family did. We were just catching stuff to eat.
Right.
And now it's ingrained in me where I'm like, now I'm like, I'm filming YouTube videos. I need to, film a video. And I'll go catch some fish and I'll be like, yes, I did it. I filmed a good video. We're going to have some fun with this. And then I'll realize I didn't take a single damn picture the entire time for a thumbnail. Like, I'm dedicated 100% to this YouTube thing, and I still can't remember to take a damn thumbnail photo. Not I says, we used to get the house scale out. We got a big kingfisher cobia and hold it and step on the scale.
See what your different weight is.
That's funny. I thought that was the first thing that came to mind. I've never done that, but that was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, I gotta just use a bathroom scale. It's a good question. Do you take the scale? See, I would say you have to take the scale with you, because if you want to get a good weight, you want to get them while they're fresh in the water, right out of the water. They're going to dry out a bit. They're going to lose a little bit of weight if you bring them back to the house.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, probably, a minuscule amount, but I want the maximum weight on that fish. Like how they weigh with the lure in their mouth still and a gut full of weights.
Some lead. Belly full of lead.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I could change colors. Try a different color.
You guys freezing out there yet?
Not yet. The sun's not completely down yet.
Yeah, he's taking the scale out to the boat when they're washing it in the driveway and then taking the weight. I think you're losing a little bit. I don't know how much. If it's a 100-pound fish, you probably end up weighing it like 99.8. So it's probably not that big a deal. But I want that 100 pounds versus the 99.8. One point says another goal this year is to catch a state record spotted bass. Current is only 2.06 pounds. He lives 30 minutes away from the only lake in the state that has them.
Wow.
That's next level. So I have a thought on that. Like, I want a state record too. That's high on my bucket list of things to do. And what my idea is in order to accomplish this is we have this species of fish, a blenny. It's like a darter, like you've got like suckers and stuff. It's kind of similar or whatever. But basically, it's like these little aquarium fish, and
right.
But they tend to get this big. And the state record is like 0.8 pounds or something. Like, I've caught them right at that size. And just nobody thinks to like take them on a scale or take them and go and get them weighed or anything, because it's just like a little, you don't eat them. They're just, you don't even really catch them, but you can. So I know there's a state record sitting out there, and all I got to do is get my hands on it.
Right.
Bailey, appreciate that, sir. He's a new subscriber to the channel. Thank you. We appreciate it. Mark says it is still 49 degrees where he's at. I was sweating, tearing up a beaver dam.
Yeah, it got up
sweating
to
in 49 degrees.
68 here, I think, was the high today.
Not I says he's caught a 2 to 3 pound spotter in the Chattahoochee River. They are by far the most aggressive, hardest fighting fish for their size. So much fun to catch. I'm not even familiar with them. It's wicked, man.
Lost
Add that one to the
another.
list now. I've never even heard of spotted bass.
Yeah, I think, is that the one that's got the patch on its tongue? The Kentucky spot or something?
Yeah, you can't, not I. Gunpoint, you guys can have to let us know on that one.
I think that's what it is.
Monica
I think
got herself a near 8.5 pound carp. And Monica, I agree.
I think that's what it is. They've got a patch on their tongue. A little rough patch.
Yeah, he says that's they got the tongue patch.
Okay. Yeah, I've caught a few of them over at Kentucky Lake years ago.
Monica, you know, I got my first smallmouth just a couple of years ago, courtesy of my brother-in-law up in Wisconsin. Fun fish.
Yeah.
Just saw a new article on the T-Paw. Apparently, Texas state lawmaker has dropped the bill after receiving backlash. I heard about that. And I don't know, like, I don't want to be that guy doing the backlash, but I do question the decision on raising that bill. I'm not going to disagree with their decision to go ahead and pull that one. All for change. You know, we need to make some adjustments to some things. I don't know that T-Paw was the thing we should have been focusing on. Yeah, it did not pass. They pulled the bill.
All right.
Yeah, happy to hear that. I think that was the right call. Now Noah is the next one. Going to see what the thing is on Noah. Bailey, what does a little blue wrench mean? So that's people who are moderators for the channel, people who, like, they've kind of been around a while. Specifically, like, these guys have kind of been here for years with us. And so they're handed that wrench, and that gives them mod abilities to, and it highlights your name, which is like kind of a special thing, but it also does give the ability to ban people and stuff should we get some bad actors into the chat.
You know, you don't see the trolls like we used to 4 or 5 years ago.
You're right about that. Somebody, I guess YouTube's doing a really good job cracking down, because we haven't had that issue at all on this channel.
Right.
Ever. Waiting for it. They're out there. All right, Grant, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm enjoying this, and we're looking forward to seeing you catch some more. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our photographs of the week.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it. I was in Discord quite a bit this week. There's some good pictures.
Yeah, there is. There's some good stuff. We need to be taking a look at that. So here it is, guys. This is our, let me do my whole little thing here. These are our photographs of the week, courtesy of the premier fishing and hunting. Now we're having a whole lot of fun. There is a link in the description of this live stream video down below. Come on, have some fun with this. We look forward to seeing the amazing things that you are doing outside and enjoying all of that vicariously through you. Kicking things off, Aeon, keep that coming, man. I want to see more. I want to see more of this over here. This is beautiful, and I want to see more of the fishing that you're doing. Bakermeister, who are also getting us outdoors and into some just gorgeous sunrises and sunsets over here. Yeah, I appreciate that, Monica. I kind of caught that. I got it on my end too. I think I'm okay now. That's why there was a little bit of a lag. We'll be kicking it up here in just a second. I think I'm okay now. Yeah, you can absolutely touch grass on the beach. Absolutely.
Beautiful shot.
Oh, Mark's saying he was over in Iowa Trappers live stream the other night, and there was a bunch of trolls in there, so they're still around.
Okay.
Aeon, thank you for sharing your experience with us, man. We appreciate that. Pickerel Pilgrim, hi there. Who are you? I don't like the names in Discord, the names in YouTube. They're different names, so I don't know who is who sometimes. Everybody's got jokes. Kyler, he has been tearing it up on Little Crappie, and he did get himself a bass, but so far everything is getting thrown back. Doesn't have dinner just yet.
No, so far it's looking like picking up dominoes on the way home.
Cold water. Yeah, you caught some this afternoon.
Fish on.
We're up.
Another little crappie.
Let's see it. Kyler wants it for supper.
Switched over to the black and chartreuse.
There it is.
Get bigger.
Kyler says, make sure Tucker doesn't get any.
Oh, that's my Kyler. What's up, Kyler?
Yeah, it's your Kyler. Lonesome Nade says, you're throwing away fish nuggets, buddy.
They're a little too small. Little small.
Cold water, my apologies. Your pictures that you posted came in 12 minutes before we started. I didn't have a chance to add those. They will be the very first ones shown next week. I'll promise you that. Yeah, Grant, you got to keep holding them close to the lens like that because they do, it's all crisp and clear, and they do look awesome.
Gotcha.
That's from Ben. Cool. Here we got Daiwa Enthusiast, got himself a couple of bass, and G Llama got himself just a ridiculous looking ray.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't even know what kind of ray that is. Hell of a catch, though, man. Next up, we got Michael, who is just, I'm not going to lie, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm going to be transparent about some of our conversations behind the scenes. His feelings are hurt that he is not winning any of these Photographer of the Week, even though he's catching some wicked bass.
Yeah, very nice fish.
It is. It's a beautiful looking ray back there. G Llamas. And I don't think it's a cow ray. It might be a bat ray. I'm not sure. And yeah, it might be. It might be he might have the ability to change colors. I'm just not sure. He's out of Australia. Is where he's getting those. Yeah, Tasmania to be specific. Next up, we got Bakermeister. There's a little bit more Aeon's experience out at the beach. He got himself some fish. And then we got Kiwi with a PB snook.
Good job.
Yeah, good catches, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm envious of that snook. That's saltwater bass, and those things are so hard to get in from here.
Oh, lost that one.
Oh, bummer.
They took off with it.
Dude, Lonesome Nada, I'm gonna tell you, dude, stripes, they do make some good breakfast tacos. Now, you have to hit the right ones. There are some of them that make them better than others. But dude, the guys who make them good, they make them good. Dude, right, Ben? They are hard to get your hands on down here. Like, they're here. They're all over the place. But they will not take a bait here. I've seen 40 inchers. Like, I have seen tons of 40-inch snook hanging out around the jetties, and they just do not take a bait. You can drop a live shrimp right in front of them, and they will turn around and swim away. I don't know why it is.
Huh.
Like, tons of them. There are more snook out there some days than I see, like, red and trout combined when I'm out there spearfishing.
What?
Yeah, they are. They're there. They're all over the place, and you just don't catch them. I'm not even kidding, dude. Some of the schools of snook that I've seen on many occasions, dozens of occasions, there is so many snook, it is absolutely unreal, and they just do not take a bait. You know what's funny about that? Like, Rachel doesn't like snook. I've caught them before, and she just doesn't. That's not one that she's fond of. So I don't really target them. I don't really worry about them. I try to get them on camera for videos, but camera always seems to fail and prevents me from proving my case about how many of them there are out there.
Right.
We have a little bit of a disservice here. So when I was putting together this slide, Curry presented this awesome jewfish. It did not make it into the finals this week, and that was an oversight on my part. We will be adding Curry to the finals next week, but I want to give credit where credit is due. That is a fantastic catch, and that is definitely one that needs to be added to the competition.
Yes, very nice catch. Pretty pictures, too.
Yeah. And talking about snook, Pickles is out there doing his Florida thing, tearing it up on the real mega-sized snook. That's awesome. Aeon, that is really cool, man. Your whiting are completely different from the whiting that we get here. I want to see more, Aeon. I want to see more fish. There's Bailey. He's been hanging out this entire time, man. Thank you for doing that. It's been a pleasure having you hanging out here with us, and congratulations on a fantastic day. Bailey, just so you know, had a whole swath of photos that he posted in the server earlier. Just as you can see by the ice chest there, was just absolutely tearing it up. They had a fantastic family day out on the water. Who are the family members that you've got here with you so that they get some credit for some of the work they're doing? Because you guys were tearing it up. And I'm just totally envious of the fish that you're getting your hands on.
Ooh.
That trout looks like it's in shock. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. That means a lot. You don't even know. Those are your siblings. Hey, that's, dude, getting out there with the family and doing what you guys are doing, that's what it's all about. And thank you for sharing your family experience with us. We appreciate being able to be a part of that.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Looked like a great time.
Yeah. Aeon, totally hear you, man. We all have those days. Keep trying. Keep doing what you're doing, because your catches are beautiful and the places you're going are gorgeous, and we want to enjoy that with you. Also, a huge pat on the back. Lil L over here got himself a 20-inch hybrid, and that is currently the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server 2025 record wiper. So if you want to get yourself a record in the books for the server this year, you got to be 20 inches. Congratulations on a good catch there, sir.
Yes, very nice.
Next up, we got Stratic Fangirl and Staten going out and catching everything. Just everything under the sun. Anything you can get your hands on, they're getting it right now. We got bass. I think that's a pike. Might be a pickerel. I'm not sure. But we've got trout, we've got reds, we've got sheep's head, we've got everything under the sun over here.
Nice variety.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry you had a rough day of it, but I appreciate you getting out there and trying. I'm envious of you getting out there on some water and trying. It's been a minute for me. Staten, it's a dream haul. Staten, you got to hit the grocery store. Yeah, you're going to need some cocktail sauce for all of that. Keep it going, dude. You got some good ones there. Next up, we got Bluegill Toucher and Gunpoint Llama along with Jackson Fishing and Marlin Woods. We got a Sockeye. What else we got here? Smallmouth, largemouth, sucker. Gunpoint Llama got himself what is currently the server record smallmouth bass. I want to say that was 20 inches. Maybe the hybrid was 17. I forget the numbers on these. The record's in the server though. We got some 2 new records here, and this is one of them.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Not to say that I don't want somebody else to come along and beat them, but for right now, we got a good record in the server for that, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And next up, we got, of course, Wild Japan, tearing it up with stuff that I don't even know what we're looking at. I don't know what kind of crab that is. I don't know what kind of lizard fish that is that he's catching with it. But as you can see, you're probably, you can expect that we're going to have some kind of amazing video show up on the Wild Japan channel very soon.
Yep.
I'm not sure about that. He might. Now, that might have been last year. I am talking about 2025 with the record Smalley. It's you might have had a 21-incher in 2024. We're on the new board now, so we're starting over for the year. If that's not the case, if Tigers fan got a 21-incher in 2025, I need to have him text me on that. We'll get that updated. And next up, we got Loud Lion with his very first black crappie, ditch, dock, and toxic barrel. Getting out to the ponds, just having some great days. And finally, we have Sniper Boy and Schmikey Schmurda. Getting out there with a Gasper Goo and a couple of good crappie. Hang on, lures can be tough, man. It's all about, you got to get those lures in front of the fish, and you have to get the right lure at the right time and the right conditions and the right presentation. Not as easy as just getting in front of them. Sometimes you have to really entice them in. There's a little bit of skill involved with that sometimes. Yeah, I agree. That was a fantastic picture. Fish dock, that was wicked. That's what it's all about, man. The smile on that boy's face is what it's all about.
Fish on.
Here we go.
Other little crappie.
Getting on it.
Right in the top of the mouth.
Yeah, gorgeous.
What's that?
I see him jump. Grant, we're keeping you out in the cold, man, and I apologize for that. We're wrapping it up here.
Oh, it's all good. I want to catch a keeper, so I'll stay longer.
All right. Game on. All right, so currently this is our 2025 Wall of Fame. And we need to add somebody to it. Our options this week are going to be Michael, who has again got himself another wicked striped bass to be added up onto the Wall of Fame. Lil L with a server record hybrid bass. Bailey with a beautiful day out on the water. Or Pickles with the kind of snook that we just can't seem to catch down here in Texas. Cast your votes in the chat now and let us know who needs to be added to the 2025 Wall of Fame and who needs to be our photographer of the week. Now is your chance, guys. Let us know. Find a pen so I can write it down. 25th. It is a tough choice. I know. I agree. I'm going to say we got Bailey here. And, dude, Michael, I'm going to say Michael deserves a win. He has been putting in solid effort. Pickled snook is probably the best fish of the week. Bailey is putting in the work, had a great day on the water, and is hanging out with us as a member of the community. I put value in that. So that's where I'm like casting all my thoughts on this. And you know what, Bailey, you're here, you're hanging out with us. Yep, Bailey's getting my vote. Pickles, I know, you're my boy. You know that. But I also know you're a Florida guy. EDAD. Let's see here. The belly on the stripe. Oh, right. Exactly. That's thick. Because I wish I could catch one. Dude, Ben, I agree. One of these days. You know, we have those guys here. Right? Or is it white bass? We have white bass. I don't know. Oh, Bailey, by the way, since you're in here, just so you know, for these contests, you are more than welcome to get your family into the stream and involved. You can vote for yourself. You can have your family members pop in and vote for you as well. Nobody's got any problems with that. You can raid vote. For anybody who's, wants to get added to that Wall of Fame.
Yeah, we're usually solid for a girlfriend to come in and vote for somebody.
Yeah, exactly. We got 30 more seconds. Anybody who wants to cast their vote and has not done so already, do it now or forever hold your peace. 12 people in the chat. We've got 8 votes. So anybody who hadn't done so, now is your chance. And it is right now looking like Pickles is going to be our winner. Pickerel Pilgrim. Appreciate you popping in last second. And thank you for the vote of confidence with Mike. Mike is never a bad vote. Michael is a good guy, and he catches good fish. And I know that he is going to get himself a spot on the Wall of Fame at some point this year. He works really hard. And he's going to get it. Michael, I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. But I am afraid that today our winner is going to be Pickles. He got himself a rad snook, and he has earned himself a spot on the 2025 Wall of Fame. Congratulations, Pickles. You got yourself an awesome catch. You got yourself a win this week.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you earned it, sir. You got a spot on the 2025 Wall of Fame. Also, a special thanks to our waitlisters for the week. That is going to be Bailey, Pickles, Daiwa Enthusiast, Aeon Kiwi, Bakermeister, Stratic Fangirl, Bluegill Toucher, Staten, and Wild Japan. You guys made me work. I had to put together that entire slideshow because of everything that you guys have been doing. So thank you so much to everybody who made us put in the time and effort. And thanks to everybody who got us outdoors, like Grant over here, enjoyed some fresh air, and brought us along for the experience. We appreciate you guys. We look forward to doing this with you again next Tuesday. I think we're going to have to do something like this because this is fun. I think maybe we'll try to get out to Padre Islanders.
Yeah, as long as the weather cooperates, I'm down.
Game on.
See if I can beat tonight's record of 7 fish.
Is that the record right now? 7?
I got 5 crappie, 1 warmouth, and 1 bass.
All right. Game on. I think I can beat 7. Let me see what I can do. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate having you here. We appreciate you sharing your experiences with us. If you have not joined the Premier and Hunting Fishing Discord server, you need to do so now. There is a link in the description of this video, as well as links to everybody's channels and all that fun stuff. Appreciate you having here. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you again next Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Have a great week.